certainly been a time where people have pulled up old tweets of mine that I was not proud of. But it's like also, this is when Twitter first started. I was attempting to be this like talking head in the entertainment media space. I was working at places like TMZ and like Oprah Winfrey Network. I was like in
No
the thick of it.
way.
Yeah, girl. But it was like in that era, in that time, that's when fashion police was a thing. And like people were on E! News and you're ripping people for the art of entertainment.
Listen,
And I'm getting on Twitter doing that. So if you go and pull up those old tweets, it's like, God, she was a bitch. And like kind of honest.
This is why she is such a liar. She is such a liar. Listen, I'm against cancel culture. Those tweets. Twitter was a different type of animal back then. People would say anything. Just for shock value, right? Doesn't mean that they meant them or anything. It means that they was just trying to get their numbers up, trying to get their viewership up, trying to basically stand out and say the most shocking thing. That's what Twitter was, So, a lot of these old tweets are starting to resurface. And when it happens to black men in the industry, right, they get penalized. They get penalized for it. I remember Kevin Hart, made a joke about his son, right? Playing with, I think Dave Chappelle talked about this. I think he did it in one of his stand-ups. He made a joke about his son playing with, dolls and some type of toys or whatever it was, and he had to get online and apologize for that. And it was just like a trickle down where everybody who had these tweets from the past just kept getting buried, especially at a time when their careers start to take off. So you start to see a lot of that. But with her, she tried to chalk it up to TMZ. She was working for TMZ and Oprah. These tweets when she was like 18, 19, 20 years old. You wasn't working for TMZ. What are you talking about? Stop lying. Just be accountable. So this what she did, right? She did this fake apology, and it wasn't an apology. This was in June of this year when she did this video, right? This was in June of this year.
Honestly, I did feel like a bitch, and which is why I quit working at TMZ because I didn't like how it made me feel.
Liar,
But
man.
I do think, like you said, you have to give people a little grace.
yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Yes.
Everybody has those days.
Mhm.
And I'm not ashamed. I'll own up to it now, too. Like,
Yeah.
what I said back then is not how I feel now. It's not how I think now. I don't subscribe to that thought process at all. I'm sorry. And I'm sure the girl that got kicked off Love Island is sorry, too.
We might.
Yeah, she tried to, like, she was cracking on people for their wardrobes and stuff like that. No, that's not what you were doing. That's not what you were doing. Stop lying. Stop lying. And I want you to see the comment section, right? Look, it's kind of mixed. Yeah, she didn't knock people's outfits. She insulted their race. She owned her mistakes. Let's move on. This is to this video. This is to this video. Right? If you under 28, you wasn't there when Twitter was candid. Nah, she's over. Kayla Nicole is the best, right? No, these were so out of line. These are not mistakes. She said all of this openly because that's who she is. She got caught. You don't have to like her. It's obvious the desire to make her pay for shading Taylor. This is before this. I don't know why they bring it up. This is before she was even with Travis Kelce. But she didn't delete it. She addressed them but didn't delete it. The way that is worse. You can't spell, can't put words in proper functions. Like, Look. She was still liking stuff degrading women well after this. We stand with her. She said it was TMZ's fault and Oprah's. That is so sorry was thrown away. That wasn't sincere. She worked at TMZ for a few months. Those tweets are decades worth. Like, it's mixed. It's mixed. Look at this. I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? You know she has to keep the accessory. Look, you know that, right? So here we go.
Those old tweets is making me want to go delete any old account I have, even the current ones. Can y'all pull up Kayla Nicole's old tweets? It's making me want to go delete any old account I have, even the current ones I have that I've been having for a very long time, because God forbid I become famous one day and y'all pull up some
famous for doing what? Famous for doing what? For rocking that Jiffy Pop? Famous for doing what? I got a video coming on, the difference between dreams and fantasies. I got a video coming up because that's all they talk about is becoming famous. You're going to be famous for what? Huh, Crypt Keeper? What are you going to be famous for? But let's finish.
Even had a frontal lobe. Them tweets was from 2010,
really?
2011. How old is Kayla Nicole?
She's 34, which means that she was either 19 or 20. A grown woman. She was an adult. She wasn't no kid. She wasn't no child. She was an adult. This is what they do all the time. Make up excuses. See, here's the thing, black men. Here's the thing. If one thing we understood, even when we were young, about consequences. We understood about consequences. If you were out there wilding, if you were out there saying things that to piss off people in those Twitter days, I wasn't on Twitter, but I remember people just wilding on Twitter, right? And Chef Way, y'all remember Chef Way? Chef Way was 16 years old when they pulled up his old Twitter, and his old Twitter account, he didn't say nothing as close to what she was saying. And they took everything away from him. Took his cooking show, took him offline, took everything away from him. 16. He was a minor. She was 19, 20 years old when this happened. And so now, she shouldn't be judged because you were doing the same thing. You was being degenerate. It's okay to be degenerate when you're 19 or 20. You should get a pass. No, in the real world, you get judged for your actions. And again, I don't really support cancel culture. I don't support it at all. Not really. I don't support it. I don't support it at all. And, because I understand those Twitter days. I remember those Twitter days. I understand. People was just saying anything. But here's the difference. One thing I do understand is being held accountable. If you was wilding and you got caught, they caught your old tweets, then you got to be held accountable for those tweets. Right? You're going to be held accountable. You can't just come out saying, I didn't know what I was doing. You know exactly what you was doing. Just apologize and move on, right? But there's supposed to be different rules for these Keishas? No. The rules apply to you too. And the only reason why they digging up these old tweets and they making it stick with her, because these old tweets weren't about black men. If these old tweets was about black men, they wouldn't care at all. But she was saying things about everybody. She was talking about Asians, Mexicans, Indians. And one thing about those groups, they don't let nothing slide. They don't let nothing slide. And they will make you pay for it. As far as if you a public personality, they're going to come together, form like Voltron, and say, nah, do something about this. Because if it was about black men, you wouldn't have heard about it. And if you would have heard anything about it, nobody wouldn't have cared. But if she was making those old tweets, she needs to fill the flames also like everybody else.
I'm guessing at that time she would have been like a teenager or something. And
1920.
She was young excuse because y'all always using the he was drunk excuse. She was young.
Look at this.
Something. And yeah, I'm using the she was young excuse because y'all always using the he was drunk excuse.
What imaginary dude you talking about? He was drunk excuse. What are you talking about? And this is why nobody likes talking to them. This is why nobody likes having discussions with them. This is why nobody likes having dialogue with them, because when you put it on them, they try to deflect and put it on somebody else. Who's this he? Oh, because when you put it on him, they say he was drunk. Who's this he? We talking about her. How can you have a discussion about actions and consequences when they try to deflect it to imaginary people? Who are you talking about? Make an example. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of them out there, but you're just talking. She didn't even research if there was any other guys out there who had issues with Twitter and said that they were drunk. And I'm pretty sure, black men, I'm pretty sure there's instances where there was guys who got caught from their past Twitter. But she's so lazy, she didn't even look it up to strengthen her argument. She just got up here with the Jiffy Pop and just started freestyling because that's all they do. They don't even do any research. They don't forget looking online. Anything that have to do with research or reading a book, forget it. This is insane. This is insane.
She was young. And I love the perspective that Dominique gave because the things that I said when I was young, y'all would probably look at me crazy as hell. I remember
we look at you crazy now.
I said about my own dad on Facebook. That man must have pissed me off.
Wow. I didn't even see this whole clip. I only saw the beginning of it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This turned into something else. Let's go. Let's go.
Something I said about my own dad on Facebook. That man must have pissed me off because I went off on his ass on Facebook and then it popped up in a memory. I was so freaking embarrassed and I deleted the post that I made immediately because the person I was before are
you rarely change. These Keishas rarely change, but how pissed off can you be at your father? What did he do? What did he do? He told you not to go outside, told you stop dealing with that thug, stop dealing with those pookies. What he told you? He told you was grounded for having bad grades. What did he tell you? What did he tell you? Did he tell you you need to get off your butt, clean up the house? What did he tell you? For you to get on social media and bash your father. You see, now you understand where her mind is at, even at this age. Did you apologize to your father? Did you tell him that you were sorry? No. This is how sick they are. she would defend a total stranger. Kayla Nicole is a total stranger to this Keisha. She don't know who Kayla Nicole is. So she'll get online and defend a total stranger, but bash her father online. Her father. This is insane. This is insane. This is insane.
The things that I thought were okay to say is not who I am today. I would never say nothing like that today. I was developing back in 2010, still developing.
Are you stupid as I think you are?
Like, Taylor Swift is not pressed about Kayla Nicole. Come on. They moved on. Travis Kelce dropped her, moved on to better pastures. He's with a billionaire who helped boost his career. Actually did something for him. For him and his career. Not bringing stock down. Did something for him and his career, right? So he dropped her after only paying $100 for the 5 years that he's been with her. She said that herself. So that's $20 a year, $20 per year, $20 for Tizzy tours per year. Didn't pay for nothing, and she got ran through, and he bounced. So she's still going through it. She's still going through it. She's still trying to get attention. She's still trying to get Travis Kelce's attention. She's even trying to get Taylor Swift attention. They don't care about you. They don't care. And you're going to have, that's the only thing I say as far as the Swifties, whoever they are, they must be a bunch of Beckys, right? Like this one right here. She's killing me with the dreads. But I ain't mad at him. If Keisha's could run around with the ramen noodle, the yellow ramen noodles on top of their dome, I'm not mad at this.
Her podcast yesterday and said she's not in the business of tearing down other women, and ultimately that her Halloween costume had nothing to do with Taylor Swift. Let's get into it. Swifties being Swifties, though, once again caught the actual videographer of the set saying, when I say she's about to send that girl into an episode, and wait, there's more. Taylor somewhere watching right now, my good sis is sculpted by the gods. And the videographer was also caught liking comments about Taylor. So this means essentially that Kayla pitched the ideal to the videographer, made sure to make it happen to be a diss towards Taylor. So this was all scripted prior to it being shot. Once again, this is the third week in a row that we've caught Kayla in a lie. And essentially, why is she continuing to talk about this on her podcast? She should just put it to rest. I do not think that she is blind to all this. I think that she's strategically leaning into all of it to get her name boosted even further throughout Google, throughout everywhere, to make sure that she continues to build her brand strategically. I don't think that she cares about the backlash. I think that ultimately she knows what she's doing to boost her podcast views, which is going to boost people buying in sponsorships and ultimately boost her bag. What do you guys think?
Take a moment to review some of Kayla's resurfaced tweets, and you might want to pause to read. She had issues with my people, your people, our people, all the people. Let's start with the Asians. Hispanics? Check. The LGBTQ community? Check. She loves them, but not enough to be her own child. Opinions on religion? Check. Thoughts on President Obama? Check. Does she like citrus? Thoughts on Black people? Sure, why not? Check. She shared her thoughts on how taken men are more attractive. She had an issue with Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa. Let's throw in a little bit of violence, because why not?
Like the thing about her and her past tweets is she really thought she was getting through customs by lying about it. You see, when all these other public figures got caught for what they were saying, they didn't lie about what they were saying. They may have made an excuse for why but they didn't lie and act like it was something else. They said what they said, and they owned up to it. Like I said, Twitter was a crazy place back then, right? But they apologized for it. What she tried to do was say that it was about wardrobes and that she was working at TMZ. Just a liar. Just a liar. And again, I'm going to say this again. The only reason why it's coming back up, right? Taylor Swift has nothing to do with any of this, right? Her fans, maybe, you know, the Swifties, that's what they call them. And it's an army of them. It's her little congregation of Keishas, they can't do nothing with the army of Swifties. You know, she has millions of fans. Millions. Tens, 20s, hundreds of millions of fans. She has fans, right? She's a billionaire, right? Her music, you know, an album come out, it goes diamond, 20 million records sold. She has fans, right? So if anybody, if she's out there shading Taylor Swift, like Becky said that she was doing shading or whatever, and I guess the Swifties catch on to it, they're gonna go into your past and dig up all the old stuff. But don't lie about it. Don't lie about it. Then when you lie about it, the cases don't bring up, oh, well, don't lie about it. Just apologize and keep it moving. But again, I'm going to say this again. The only reason why, they holding her to the fire is because it's about everybody else. I done seen her sit down with Keisha's, have these discussions about black men, say things openly about black men, and nothing. It was cool. Everything's cool. But when you say things about other races of people, oh, they're going to come for you. They're going to come for you. But what can you say to a jump off? And that's what she is, a jump off. Listen to this. I'm going to end the video with this. Listen to this right here. She's a real jump off.
This is we weren't in the relationship, but this is probably one of my favorite crazy Kayla stories because I don't have that many. But I'm a Scorpio, and I have that crazy in me, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's back there. So, I was dating a guy. Okay. I was dating a guy, and he dumped me through a text message. And he dumped me for this singer/actress who was famous at the time. Dumped me for her. Lied about it for months, then popped out with her. It became like this public thing, and it was like, oh my God, we love them. Another like celebrity iconic relationship. And of course, little old me, I'm devastated, I'm heartbroken. I had just moved to New York to like be with this person and move in with them. It was a whole thing.
You know who she's talking about? You know who she's talking about? She's talking about what's his name? Iman Shumpert. She's talking about Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert was taking her on a tizzy tour, right? He was taking her on a tizzy tour, and then when he got with Tiana Taylor, he dumped her through a text. She don't realize the pattern here. There's a pattern. The guys that she want, right? The guys that she chased, the athletes, they take on tizzy tours and then they dump her. And then they go marry the woman that they actually want to be with. And then it happened again. But that's who she's talking about. She's talking about Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor. Oh, let's play it again.
I'm devastated, I'm heartbroken. I had just moved to New York to like be with this person and move in with them. It was a whole thing. It's not who y'all think. Yeah, you guys will not be able to figure this out. Or maybe they will. Who cares? It doesn't matter. So he breaks up with me, dumps me, moves on. And for Halloween that year, I dressed up as her. I dressed up as that lady for Halloween. And not only did I... pictures out? They're there somewhere.
And that's how... She dressed up as Tiana Taylor. She's always the pressed one in these relationships. Always pressed. So she was pressed about Tiana Taylor, right? And then she ended up being pressed by Taylor Swift. She's always the one that get dumped, and always the stalker/pressed person when it comes to these relationships. You're the jump off. Nobody marries the jump off. You're the jump off. You come through, jump off the top rope, they take you on a tizzy tour, and then they go off to be with the women that they want to be with. So, character flaws all over the place. All over the place. You were bugging when you were in your 20s on Twitter, right? Okay, you in your 20s bugging on Twitter. Now you're still bugging in your 30s. Nothing really changed. You're just a bug out. Just a bug out.
Poor.